Hey everyone, my name's Jason, and I'm a huge fan of things like 3D printing, virtual reality using the Oculus Quest, and more specifically, a new VR MMORPG called Ilysia. This game has recently entered the early stages of pre alpha, so any videos or screenshots I show will be very early access and do not represent the final build of the game. For this first video, I'm going to give a little history on my experience with Ilysia and Team 21 Studios and talk about my thoughts and impressions until now. I will also try to address some frequently asked questions. All of my videos and screenshots are from my personal Oculus Quest and from my personal point of view. Finally, all of my comments and opinions are mine alone and do not represent Team 21 Studio. When I stepped into the first Tavern Talk instance, my heart sunk a little. I thought maybe they were scamming us, or maybe they were just playing a joke on us. It turns out it was partially a joke, and it was also to set us up to be wowed by the actual tavern in the middle of the instance. I had a ton of fun exploring and interacting with the 2D mobs and exploring the 3D tavern. It was very glitchy and slow, but it was thrown together really fast by the team just to show us a tavern concept. The first three tavern talks weren't in the actual world of Ilysia. They were each separate special instances that the devs built just for the early backers to see some of the things they were working on. Seeing the tavern for the first time was really cool for me. When I stepped up to the table full of weapons, I had to grab something. So I went for the staff, having been a caster most of my past, usually a healer. And as I went into the tavern, I noticed a dragon head mounted on the wall above the fireplace. Um, I couldn't help myself. I couldn't believe right off the bat I was already able to pick up several objects and manipulate them and throw them around and just be silly, really. Um, I kind of thought it'd be fun at some point. I imagine myself being a bartender and slinging around drinks and maybe breaking a bottle and hitting somebody with it. I don't know. But it seemed like a lot of fun at the time. Ooh, check out this book. I wonder if I can burn it. And I can't throw. Well, what about the letter? Maybe it's something that's top secret and I need to burn. Oh my god. Oh, it's just one of the developers. That's a face only a mother could love. Oh, hi there. Well, who's that good-looking guy? Oh, that's me. Well, at least they have something in here for the vain ones. Not that I'm vain or anything. I just like to look at myself and dance and smile and be beautiful. Anyway, where was I? I first heard of Ilysia sometime in 2019 after the Oculus Quest was first released. I don't remember where I first heard it, but around October of 2019, I joined the Ilysia Discord and started getting to know what has become a great community of gamers. On the Discord, I go by Royal Jester of Ilysia, and probably in the game after release, I'll just shorten it to Jester or Royal Jester or whatever. After a few months getting
Oink.
to know the folks on Discord and getting to know the great people over at Team 21 Studio, I applied to become a moderator. And I've truly enjoyed helping others getting to know Ilysia and helping the devs manage such a heavy load of responsibilities. I have been involved in every online meetup so far since the very first Tavern Talk, which was a very early type of pre-alpha, but they were in special instant zones and they weren't connected to the actual world of Ilysia. One reason it's so exciting to now be in the pre-alpha is that we're actually exploring part of the real world of Ilysia, and we will see the actual environments change over time as the developers explore new content. As I'm talking, you're seeing three different events over time. The first environment was the first Tavern Talk. The second was the first time in the pre-alpha environment, when a very limited play area, and the third set of clips is when the devs decided to open up an entire island to explore as they add new content. So from the beginning, I've been thoroughly impressed with what the developers have been able to put together in such a short amount of time. Though one of my first goals in the world of Ilysia was to try to break it or find a bug. I don't know what that is about us as humans, but man, that's fun. I've really appreciated on the login screen how in the pre-alpha they've been giving us a list of things they already know about. So if you find something that's new, you don't feel hesitant to tell them. Please ignore what you're seeing right now. I'm just being stupid. Hey, it's my first time with boobs. What do you want me to do? What do you want me to do? My favorite things so far are the motion-based spell casting, climbing mechanics, which gets better every time I try, and full body character models. When I look down and turn around, I can see my virtual feet moving almost exactly like my real feet are moving. For a game in such early stages of development, it blows my mind how well implemented everything already is. And as you can see here, I'm just trying to climb a tower. And the way they set it up is any kind of flat surface or things that are obvious like a ladder or ropes, you should be able to grip onto and pull up on. So I struggle a little bit at first. I'm getting better at it every time I try it. But it's a lot of fun. And getting to the top of the tower and looking around is pretty cool. Movement feels almost natural. During the first pre-alpha meeting, I sat around a campfire light late at night and chatted with a couple other players for a few hours. It was a good time and a good discussion. I could see myself sitting around a campfire or in a tavern in VR and playing a real-life guitar and singing and telling stories. In the second pre-alpha meeting, the devs added mobs for the first time, and I was able to cast against them and use melee weapons. Can't wait to see what happens next. Ever since the first tavern talk, I've always been looking for one of those dragon heads to say, ow! And it never does. Eternal disappointment. Whoa, whoa, what are you doing? Okay then. Just try to keep your hands to yourself, people. Anyway. So here's some of the weapons that they put out that recently. And this is just me playing with the ice spell mechanic a little bit. I think that's probably the easiest spell so far. And here you can see some of the hand gestures. I don't think I figured all of them out, but there are a few. Whoa, I gotta be careful with that thing. So now I would like to cover some very common questions and answers to new Ilysians, as I like to call them. Most of your questions can be answered at team21studio.com, but please go to the Discord if you would like to know more, or if you want to meet others that are interested in Ilysia, or really for any reason. Just go to the Discord is what I'm trying to say. So the first question I get all the time is, what is this game? Well, Ilysia it's a VR MMORPG in development for cross-platform play, including the Oculus Quest, PC VR, and PS VR. It's being developed by a small team called Team 21 Studio. When is this game coming out? Well, there's no official release date, and the game has just recently started early pre-alpha testing. Team 21 Studio has a goal to start their official Kickstarter campaign sometime in the next month or so, followed shortly by alpha testing. How do I get one of those private islands I've heard about? Well, the short answer is you can't. And that was part of a very early pre-Kickstarter promotion to raise money for legal fees and to help get into pre-alpha and help the team get ready for the official trailer and Kickstarter. Oh, and just a quick side note, when I was exploring in this part of the video, I came over this hill and I saw this kind of a bay area, and I was like, this would be such a cool little port town. Like kind of reminds me of something I've seen in other MMOs back in the day where you have a big trading post with ships and everything. I really like how they implemented the upper branches swaying in the breeze on top of those large trees. And if you noticed just a second ago, my FPS on my left arm was never lower than about 70, 72. So they're keeping it optimized for the quest pretty well. And oh my god, look at this huge weapon. Here's a huge hammer. Huge hammer coming through. Look out, everybody. Here's me. Me and my huge hammer. What's up, huge hammer? Anyway. Okay, so back to some frequently asked questions. Can I get into the pre-alpha sessions? Yes, you can. You can go to the Team 21 Studio website and click on Become a Patron. You can choose to become a silver tier patron, which gives you access to the first Friday of pre-alpha every month, or you can be a gold patron, which gives you access to the second and fourth Friday of the month. Or finally, you can be like me and be a platinum tier patron, giving you pre-alpha access every Friday until the official alpha begins. Remember, if you want to become a platinum tier patron, you will need to click the show more button at the bottom. How do I get my Discord role for my Patreon tier? You have to link your Patreon account to your Discord account, and they both have to have the same email associated with them. Once the two accounts are connected, your Discord role should be set automatically. If you still have any issues, please don't hesitate to reach out to a moderator such as myself or an admin on the Discord. What kind of rewards can I get in the upcoming Kickstarter? The final set of tiers and rewards isn't fully known yet, but from an original concept paper, the team is offering rewards such as alpha and beta access, special aesthetic weapons and armor, backer mounts, pets, copies of the game when it releases, a behind the scenes / making of Ilysia book, the official soundtrack to the game, which is created by Justin Jet Zorbus. Go check out his YouTube if you get a chance as well. He's got a lot of good stuff. There will even be a special higher tier section which will give you the ability to work with Team 21 on points of interest, music in the game, custom weapons and armor, and even bigger things such as designing a custom guild hall or creating a special NPC or even possibly helping design part of a dungeon in the game. I thought this forge was really cool when I first walked in. It's hard to see on a flat screen, but when you're there, it looked really larger than life. It was really cool. And I saw this tower from a ways away. There's a big crystal at the top of it, so it kind of seems like maybe it's some kind of mage tower. I'm not really sure, but it's really nice looking. I had to do my little AoE casting spell in the middle of it just for fun. You got the long winding staircase. Got a little bit dizzy when I was doing this in VR, just going around in circles constantly, trying not to look down because it does get pretty high up. It's crazy how much of a sense of being worried about falling, even if it's not a real environment, and like, or if it's not real life, I mean, it's, you know, you still feel like you're up high and you're gonna fall and hurt yourself. It's crazy. So there's this little stable right here. I thought it was pretty nice. It looks like, I mean, it's obviously a stable. I imagine maybe you can park your mount here. You got nice little bridges across the little creek or stream or whatever it is. When I was going around looking for bugs, I found a few things like the bridges like a little bit higher than they should be, but that's an easy fix. Love the windmill. A lot of YouTubers so far that have been looking at this game really like the windmill. And when you're in the game, it really looks larger than life. It's pretty cool. I'm just going to let you listen to the sounds for a second with this windmill. I hope Ilysia interests you as much as it interests me. I know I haven't come close to covering everything, but I wanted to show you what I have become passionate about. I plan to put out new content each week after each pre-alpha session. As I said before, please reach out in Discord for any questions, comments, ideas, feedback, whatever really. Just come meet the community and have a good time. Also, check out Team 21 Studio on Twitter and YouTube. You can also check out Justin Jet Zorbus' channel to get a feel for what kind of music to expect in Ilysia. He's a very talented person, and I highly recommend for you to have a look. Please like and subscribe if you want to see more content as it comes out. YouTube is not a career for me. This is actually my first full video. I'm just doing this because I love Ilysia and I want to share it with everyone. Until next time, thanks for watching.